Jewish people were also accused of causing the Black Death by poisoning town wells. In 1349 in Strasbourg, over 900 people were burned alive, ostensibly in an effort to prevent the bubonic plague from reaching the city. However, the real reason was a complex internal power struggle between the old, displaced ruling class and tradesmen in the city. Jewish people who supported the tradesmen, many of whom were moneylenders, were an easy target, and the nobles found it easy to stir public resentment. Several Jews were tortured and killed when they did not admit to well poisoning. To the undereducated common people, this warranted rioting and sacking in the Jewish quarter, culminating in the rounding up and burning of 900 men and women. Once again, a common fear, the Black Plague was exploited and blamed on a vulnerable class. Jewish people, to further a goal of the ruling class, displaced the master tradesmen. The argument that Jewish people should be killed for the Black Plague is based on extremely faulty data. Many Jewish people also died of the Black Plague, and physicians, doctors, and even the Pope all claim that Jewish people were not to blame.
100 years later in Trento, Italy, a child named Simon disappeared near his house. The entire population of the city's Jewish quarter was arrested on suspicion of murdering Simon to use his blood at Passover for, among other things, baking matzah balls. According to the Jewish Encyclopedia of 1906, when the body of the child who had drowned was found in the river in the town, a baptized Jew, Johanna Feltra, who had been a prisoner for several years for theft, seized the apparent opportunity to shorten the term of his imprisonment by declaring that the Jews of the blood of Christians for ritual purposes at the Passover. The Jews were tortured for weeks until one of them confessed, at which point 8 were put to death. Once again, an opportunity, Johanna Feltra's freedom, was seized by exploiting a common fear, child kidnapping, and blaming it on the vulnerable Jewish population.
The anti-Semitic canard is always based on faulty data supporting an untrue, overreacting warrant. As in the Crucible, these situations arise from classes or individuals exploiting a common fear to provoke hysteria.